Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the shittering of the quartering, day number 80,023. Uh, at this point, it just keeps getting more and more insane. The coping, the lying, the mistakes that have been made. Now we're going to talk about somebody else's mistake who has been covering this. They made a mistake. Difference is they apologize. Now, look, you're free to roast them, and we're going to take a look at that. But the long and the short of it is that, quite frankly, Chrissie Mayr seems to be working or is going to be working with Jeremy from the quartering. And that's why she seems not too concerned with, well, offending Jeremy or Melanie Mack and basically kind of brushing everybody off like, yeah, go away. So, with that being said, from Camelot 331, Camelcast Official, the quartering shows up in the chat. Chrissy did a stream last night, a basic super chat square up. It only took her till almost the next weekend to do so after the Melanie stream on Thursday night. So yes, as of the time of making this video, it took her almost a full week. And of course, what happened on Simpcast. The quartering shows up in the chat with $20 calling FNT SJW cancel pigs. The quartering for $20. Hey, Jeremy, where'd you get that money? Everybody's kind of under the impression that you're not don't have a lot of money. Might be that new RC track you bought for $20,000. Can't wait to see you live on Friday Night Tights tomorrow, since they totally didn't fire you because they're totally not cancel pig SJWs. No, she got fired because, like a lot of employers, if you bring drama to work and it disrupts the workplace, there's a good chance you're either going to get written up or you're going to get fired. It's Gary's show. He's allowed to fire whoever he wants. Him and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, because it is a Nerdrotic Geeks and Gamers production. Now, obviously, I don't think Jeremy has quite as much say as Gary because it's on Gary's channel, but still, the point stands. Also, not sure this is helping, man, because the quartering for $100, I'll happily pick you up at the same salary they pay you, and you never have to talk about drama. You just have to be you. Shut up. So fake. Your channel, the quartering, was built on drama. I know. I used to watch you. That's why the joke "my channel is under attack" is like a meme at this point. It is heartbreaking how your friends, quote, turned on you for a few bucks. No, they didn't turn on her for a few bucks because she lied. She lied. And quite frankly, that's an integrity issue. I was in the military and I was a cop in the military. Integrity is extremely key. If you don't have integrity, look, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's lied in their life. I'm not going to sit here and say, nope, never lied. That's the biggest horse shit. You lied about something big. All you had to do on Simpcast is say, I saw the message with Brittany, and I've said this for several videos now. I saw the message with Brittany. I didn't want to have a fight on my channel and ambush Melanie Mack, and so I ignored it. And I didn't know what to do. I panicked. There was a lot of attention. It was more attention than I drastically thought I was going to get, and you could have moved on. That would have still been kind of fudging the truth, but you know what? People would have stopped digging, and it wouldn't be this bad. It's so heartbreaking how the anti-SJW folks become SJWs. Bro, you're the one who's flagging YouTube channels and taking them down because they made fun of you. I'm not a bull. The bull doesn't fuck my wife. I'm not a cow. I don't sit in the cuck chair. Josiah rises. Only $20, bro. Must be struggling. Well, he did send $100 later. Yeah, there you go. Here you go. This is the perfect example. My channel's under attack. Jeremy on the bike, stick, and the spokes. I'm under attack. Yeah, it's from your own fault. So from the Kino Grove on Twitter, Go give them a follow. So a new lie to erase the last lie. Just Nina over it. Brittany Venti and Nina Infinity. And Brittany says that this is her official Twitter account, says I don't have autism. But here is the real reason we're here.
Paul Myra Media, thanks for the $10. No, you had to have Venti on because you completely lied about not seeing her text to come on the show over and over and over again because you couldn't face up to everything you were told by Nina. No, I've talked about this already.
Well, since they sent you money, talk about it again. They sent you money, talk about it again. That's what happens when people send you money with a question. They'd like an answer. What you could have said was, I previously touched on this. I'll give you a quick rundown. I'm sure she'll explain.
I told Venti I didn't see her text because I didn't want her to overwhelm my guests.
Okay, so that's what all you had to do was say that on. Well, you could have said that Friday night. And been on Camelot's channel, and this would have been done and squashed. Or you could have said that on Sunday. Would people have believed you as much? Probably not, because that was way after the fact.
And I didn't think she could handle the truth, so I lied and said I didn't see it.
So I lied because I didn't think my friend could handle the truth. So that makes my lie something that's good because I did it for the betterment of somebody else. When is lying to somebody else ever better? What the hell are you talking about?
Because, she's autistic.
Is she confirmed autistic, or is that just something because she gets obsessed with a topic, and when she deep dives, she really goes nose deep and just goes to ham? Doesn't mean she's autistic. She doesn't look like she has autism. She could, but again, has it been diagnosed, or is it just you taking a joke from a long time running and running with it? I used to watch Simcast. You know why? Because I used to think that it was actually funny to watch. Now it's just, I haven't watched it in years, like the quartering.
She sometimes has trouble understanding things. So I just, in the moment, it felt easier to just say I didn't see it. And with the Nina, I explained the Nina stream stuff. It was 2 weeks before my show with Melanie. I had conflicting information, and I didn't think I needed to grill Melanie about Jeremy.
Then I wouldn't have had her on. But that's just me. From Smash JT, big oof right out the gate. Chrissie claims she has subscriber only mode again on for 8+ days, not to grift, but people who want to chat and are not members are required to donate if they have something to say. POS behavior. I'm not disagreeing. If you have subscriber only mode on, you're hiding something, and it's what it screams.
The chat does not run my show.
No, they just give you money. They're the reason you have a show. They're the reason you have a platform. They're the reason that they want to listen to you. If I told everybody to, hey, I don't give a shit what you think, fuck off, who's going to want to watch my videos? Who's going to want to watch your videos? Who's going to want to live stream with you? Who's going to want to watch you? Who's going to give you money? Nobody. That's what you don't understand. CNN. She sounds like CNN. Well, we don't care. Well, your revenue cares. You should care for that diaper money. My chat doesn't run my show. No, there are probably topics that you want to cover and stuff like that. Your chat may be interested in some of them and not interested in others. But you know what? If the chat recommends a topic, if they're really pushing for a topic, they're really pushing for you to address the situation, maybe, just maybe, because you made what? $1,100, $1,200 that stream with Melanie, and then $2,400 on Simcast, and you just glazed over all of it. Yeah, chat's king. Sorry. People can tell me to fuck off and they hate my videos in the comment section. I mean, I'll be going, okay. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I mean, a downvote is still interaction. A comment, even to tell me to go walk off, take a long walk off a short pier, is still an interaction. And like, if you don't understand that, then your shit's done. You're toast. She's already toast.
The chat does not steer what topics I am discussing. And the people who've subscribed for a while already know this, but just wanted to say that as a reminder. And for those wondering why it's set to subscriber like mode from only like if you were a subscriber 8 days ago, then you can comment because I'm not trying to grift off this. I'm not trying to get new super chats. I'm not trying to like you know.
That's not how that works. So like if somebody who found you 3 days ago, they're a subscriber, they can't comment.
Hear from new people. Like this is to give respect to the people who were in the stream super chatting on Sunday. So I wanted to focus on.
All right, now we're going to get to the part where Camelot screwed up, and he had a screw up. Not gonna make excuses for the man because you know what, we all screw up. We've all been there. Guess what? The difference is, unlike Chrissie, unlike Jeremy, unlike Melanie, he came out and said, "I screwed the fuck up. This wasn't great," and apologized for it. So this is from Chrissie. Again, I'm going to be fair about this. This is not my beef. I don't care. Just, you know. Thanks, Camelcast official. Since we're being honest, I was just wondering, is there anything else that maybe you misrepresented about me the last few days publicly that you then privately apologized about and took no steps to clearing up, which may have gotten your fans more angry? And here's Savvy. Savvy's not going to pull any punches. Shit goes hard. Roast him as you see fit. Why did you lie about what you knew when you knew it? Why did you continue to present yourself as not knowing the situation publicly about Jeremy when that was the issue, not connecting it to me? Why did you say friendship doesn't pay the bills and then delete it immediately? Perhaps you could learn from him in this moment and be honest yourself because, again, Camelot was honest. Camelot said, I told Worski last night that when I said, quote, I have had DMs with Chrissie and this is what happened, quote, end quote, I was referring to how I was interpreting our conversation. Worski announced it on Kino last night. I do not have a DM saying that. I apologize to PPP and Andy of Kino Casino. I worded that sentence on D-Day Cobra very poorly and feel like a dumbass. I'm sorry to Chrissie as well for implying that, although I worded that poorly, it's no different than lying. I own it. I deserve to be flamed for it. Bro, here comes the king of accountability right here. Bro ain't going to give nobody no quarter. Jeremy Prime from Geeks and Gamers. Jared from Geeks and Gamers. Credit for owning it. Not great that it happened in the first place, though, because it happened on Jeremy's stream, so he's probably not thrilled. This situation is hot right now, and people are reacting to everything. So lying about or misrepresenting, he's talking about Chrissie and now Camelot misrepresenting private conversations is definitely not a good look. Camelot says, agreed. It's about the worst thing I can do during this peak of the situation. I'm sorry for bringing your show into all of this. And then Jeremy says, oh, bringing my show into this isn't the problem. My audience already knows I'm retarded. That's the difference. It's not a hard difference to make. If you screw up, you put your hand and say, I screwed up. Guess what? 15 months ago, I had to put my hand up and say, I fucked up. Because I had a severe problem. I hurt people that were my friends. Some of them probably will never talk to me again. I apologized. I made a video about it. They're unlisted now, but you can still access them if you had the links. It's so long ago. Why leave it on the channel? I left them up for a couple of months. The long and the short of it is I worded it poorly the very first video because somebody commented and said, it sounds like you're blaming the alcohol for your actions. The alcohol just brought out the inner ugliness in you because we all got ugly. Everybody's got skeletons in that fucking closet. It's not, don't blame the alcohol. Blame, it's what you did and said. And I said, you're exactly right. It's my fault. I made another video after the fact. I clarified. That's all you got to do. It's not hard. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks eating the hand grenade. But you know what? Lay on the hand grenade and get it over with. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This might be the last video I make on this because, quite frankly, I don't want to do this forever. Obviously, I just the more that comes out, the more it's like, good Lord. And that includes with people misinterpreting things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment. You can hit the dislike button. I don't care. You can leave a comment, give me the middle finger. That's cool too. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time.